And what is up, guys? Technical Stinkers here, checking in on our little 3D print operation for today. Something a little bit different today. We're going to be leading off with our sponsored print from UJoy Bio. So UJoy Bio sent me some review filament a while back, and I guess it went well, and they wanted me to send some more. And so I told them, don't just send me like 2 spools, send me like 10, and we'll do a sponsored print on the Orange Storm Giga. So that's what I got here. Got to check the, the quality of this. You got to make sure it's get in there. Whoo! That's pure filament. So UJoy sent over. They asked what color I wanted, and I told them they're titanium gray, because for the sponsored print we're going to be doing the Moai head, the really big Moai head that we had done previously. The problem is that when I put that Moai head, when I measured it out, it goes into oversized shipping charges because it's just too big, but I want it to be like as tall as I can get it, because the height is what really gives it its striking presence. So what I did is I went ahead and cut off the shoulders. We're going to take a look at that in a second. Modified the model a little bit so we can get it really high, but a little more narrow so we can get in under those oversized shipping charges. So it'll cost just under $100 to ship the thing, and that way we won't have to charge $1,000 for it. So they asked me what color, and I said, well, Moai heads are made out of stone, so how about your titanium gray? This is from UJoy Bio. This is in their metallic series. Again, they didn't send me any money for this, but they sent me the filament, and I hope to sell this thing, so that, I guess that's money too. If you want to count it like that, you can. My only bug is that it's 1 kilogram spools, and this is going to take right at 7. I had them send 10 in case of failure, or just screw up or whatever, and I think that should be good, but this is going to eat 7 kilograms of filament. In the end, it should be close to about 32, 33 inches tall. It's not quite the 36, but those lateral dimensions are important too. So I'm going to load this up, and we're going to take a look at what we're printing. All right, and so we got that running. Let's head into the office and see what I did to the slice in order to print this thing. And once again, super ultra special shout out to Mr. Krabs for sending me some short tutorials on how to work in Fusion 360. This model, if you remember when I did it originally, has the big broad shoulders, and for that it incurs oversized shipping charges. So it costs like 300 something bucks to ship this thing from here to Beverly Hills 90210, and so I have it listed for $1,000 with free shipping, and that covers everything. It's a super strong model, but I really wanted to get something that gave the vibe of a big statue without having that oversized shipping charge, because that means I can massage the price down and hopefully get some more sales. So I went ahead and cut the shoulders off just very simply in Tinkercad, and Mr. Krabs sent over a tutorial in Fusion 360 on how to shell these models, because previously when I cut the shoulders off, the thing was solid, and if it's solid, I'm gonna have to really increase the walls, and the infill kind of leaves a lot to be desired, because it could get kind of crunchy. So having it shelled, meaning basically two exterior walls, and with the infill on the center and the entire cavity on the inside is hollow, really increases the strength to the nth degree. So what I did is I went ahead in Fusion, shelled the model, and it's a 10 millimeter shell all the way through. I think it comes out to around about 850 millimeters high, so about 33 inches high. So that should, with that, the width and depth is going to be anywhere from 15 to 20 inches squared, rectangular-ish, and that should fit comfortably inside of a box that will able to be shipped for less than 100. So hopefully that comes out fine. Additionally, with that titanium from UJoy Bio, I'm not going to have to worry about painting the thing. It's going to already be in that gray sort of color, so I can just take it off the printer, take a picture, list it, and ship it. Throw it in a box and ship it. And that's the ideal scenario for me. Again, special thanks to you, Joy Bio, for sending this filament over. If you want to check out some of their filaments, links are in the description below. In the slice itself is kind of a culmination of a sort of the learning experiences that I've had printing on the Orange Storm Giga. A lot of these large prints had a lot of failures, and I'm trying to like learn and adapt as I go. And so on this, I'm running the 1mm nozzle. I'm running a 0.5 layer height, so a significantly reduced layer height. I could run up to like a 0.7, but I think 0.5 is kind of the sweet spot. Additionally, with 2 exterior walls, I'm making them big. So I'm running a line width of 1.2 millimeters, 2 exterior walls, and I believe it was, what I have, 10% infill gyroid, because I don't want any sort of chances there of running triangles or reticular or grid or anything like that that kind of crosses over that could nick the nozzle, because that's happened to me in the past. I don't think on the Giga, but I might as well avoid it. And I like gyroid. Gyroid just seems to work. So I'm running that, no adaptive layer height, and the model, it looks pretty good, big and impressive. I kind of inspected and looked around for any areas that were thin, but because it's it's shelled, that kind of prevents that versus some of the other Moai heads that I've done, which is just, hollow all the way through with just kind of like a thick exterior wall. The chances for like a thin wall in there, I've kind of noticed in some places. And I'm hoping too, with the reduced layer height and the increased layer width, that when it's performing overhangs, it's, a shorter layer width. And so when the bricks stack, they're not, big bricks stacked barely on each other. It's more so flatter bricks that are stacked, you get what I'm saying. You're a 3D print people, you know what I'm saying. And so overall, I'm looking at it now, 6,847 grams, so just under 7 rolls of filament, and it's set to take 2 days, 14 hours, and 10 minutes. Now, that's if it never ran out of filament, and it's going to run out of filament 6 times or 5 times. But depending on how quick I get to the printer, that really kind of determines how long this total print's gonna take. So maybe gonna try to do some time lapsing at certain intervals on this print, just to kind of give it sort of a progression over time. And I'll be monitoring it closely to see if there are any failures or anything like that along the way. That's something I kind of talk about often. I don't have Elegoo's app or anything like that, so when this thing runs out of filament, I'm not getting any sort of notification. I just have to remember to check in on it. My covers and bamboo and things like that, it tells me when things run out of filament, and so I can go and check it and refill it. But this, I don't know how people are doing it. People talk about having just remembering or setting alarms or putting noise making devices on their filament when it runs out. I mean, I guess if you live in the space where you're doing your printing, then yeah, you'd hear a little bell, but I don't, so I need a notification sent to my phone. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it very, very closely, try to keep it running. I wanna kind of avoid any shrinkage issues or anything like that. It was cold in the pool. I wanna avoid anything like that as I go between these, because I certainly don't want to have it shrink and then the next spool that goes on doesn't quite adhere right and there's like issues. So that's what's going on that was the main thing for today. It took me a little while to do that fusion stuff. Still doing the other things with the skulls and with our big floor vase. We're gonna get back into that on tomorrow's vlog and kind of sort of get to some finality on some of these projects, hopefully, so we can get them, the photos taken, listed on the Etsy, got the rest of our filter grills coming in for our hideaway model. So again, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if those settings, based on what I told you and based on what was in the B-roll, if you think it's gonna come out great, because by the time this video comes out, the thing will be printed. So check my Twitter, check my TikTok, check Shorts, because I do post more current and updated stuff through those platforms. But anyway, I appreciate you guys along for this ride and the bio. Again, check out Joy Bio for filaments if you're interested in that. Like the video because it's the nice thing to do, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm the Technicals. See you next time.